That was a hell of a save, Mike.
Good evening. Oh my God.
That was a hell of
Good evening. Oh my God.
two-car pit.
Test.
14 from this time, 14:30.
Been right with you.
Missouri this time.
I don't know if we're live or not. Good evening, race fans. Hello, hello, hello. From Chicagoland. Does anybody hear me? I don't think they do. I don't think they do. William says you are, but not much volume. No, all right. How are we there? Testing. Ah.
Thank you, sir.
That's it, Mike.
Okay. All right. Well, that's That's all the volume I have. I'm not really sure what in the hell is going on, but that's what I got. What in the hell is going on, but that's what I got. Okay. That's doable. I mean, hey, it is what it is. Good evening, race fans, and welcome to WFO. We're sorry we're late. We're having some major technical difficulties. And what a time. Well, here's what happened. Okay. Our sound van was showing up at the track, and it got held up in Chicago. And I don't mean due to traffic. I mean, it literally, guys with guns, and they took all the equipment. So we had to run down to Best Buy and pick up a tape recorder and some duct tape and some cables, and we're going to try to make it work. I know Brazy was here, but I don't know. I think maybe they kidnapped him too. I don't know. I don't know. I barely got away with my life. Anyway, let's get into racing. We have 14 drivers on the track: Richard Holland, Michael Atkins Jr., Chuck Sweeney, Vern Bradley, Dakota Floyd, Rick Fergone, Glenn Jameson, Burt Wilson, Hal Amy Johnson, Jacob Daniels, Michael Mitchell, Michael McCulley, and TJ Lee. Let's get to our race later, which is going to be Richard Holland with Michael Atkins Jr. right there in the second spot, Chuck Sweeney in third, Vern Bradley in that number 14 car is going to round off fourth, and Dakota Floyd in the 24 is going to be rounding off the 5. What's going on, Emily? How are you doing? Oh my God, I'm having to yell just to get any kind of volume. Anything at all. Boy, vey. It's going to be an interesting night, fans. Going to be an interesting night. Oh my God, I'm having to yell just to get any. Trying to listen back to a little bit of feedback. I apologize. But you know what? We made it work. We duct taped some stuff together and pushed in some cords. I'm not really sure if that's where they go, but we're here live. We are here live. Talk about frantic. Holy crying out loud. Guys, I'm sorry about the feedback, but I got to listen to the volumes. It's the quickest and easiest way, so you're going to hear some double back. But just give me a quick second here. Frantic. Holy crying out loud. Guys, I'm sorry. Okay, there we go. You guys got track sounds. You can hear me, even if it's barely. I'm not sure what's going on with the volume or why. But like I said, let's just, to hell with it. To hell with it. We're just going to make it work. You're here, I'm here. Let's go racing. Richard Holland, our race leader. And there we go. Let's take a look at a little bit of stats. William, thank you very much for all your help. I appreciate it. I apologize if you're still not able to hear me. It looks as if we have an out car. And I think that would be the 81. The 81 of Michael McCauley. So if we missed something, I apologize. Sounds good on this end? Okay, thanks, Brazy. And okay, well, I think we got everything under control right now. Sweet mother of Jesus. Come down and save me, you possessed demon.
I'm not possessed.
What's going on, Brazy? Hey, I think they can actually hear you.
Maybe.
I'm not positive, but I'm thinking. Can you all hear Brazy? 'Cause I can hear him nice and loud and clear.
I just checked.
Dude, I
have
am
no stats
literally,
window, though.
I am literally got veins popping out the side of my neck, and my face is red, and everybody in the neighborhood is looking at me because I am literally screaming in order for anybody to hear me.
Right now?
Yeah, I have everything cranked out to the max.
Really?
Yeah, I have no idea what's going on.
Okay.
I have no idea. But I can tell you that I went out and pissed away $700 for a new soundboard. That does not work.
You got 3 days to get it straightened out.
I know, and I've been nipping away at it. Everything worked good in practice, but for some reason, the race was not coming through. So you would have been able to hear me. They would have been able to hear you, but there was no race whatsoever.
Well, we're all they need to hear.
I mean, I agree with you 100%. But, you know, I was trying to be nice to the fans because, you know, if they ever want to just turn up the volume so they don't have to hear us. Yellow flag,
Yeah.
yellow flag. We got a yellow flag. And that is going to be Michael J. Mitchell. Go ahead and take a look at, see what happened there. Oh. And he goes around
It's just a
sideways.
drafting issue.
Safety car's going into 3.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a GPS issue myself. You know how the GPS, them damn things, they tell you to go one way and you're not supposed to. You're supposed to go the other. Looks like he just ran out of room, came up the track a little bit. We'll go ahead and watch it one more time. He's going to get down in front of John Sanu. John Sanu's going to come down. He's going to just kind of slide up, and there's no room. And around he goes. Around and around and around he goes. Onto the outside wall. Got some pretty heavy damage out there on that left front side.
That one actually kind of looks like neck code. The 2 was coming up into 86, but I think neck code sped that up a little more.
All right, and let's go back live.
But my thing, it told me I'm clear.
Oh, my goodness. My goodness, my goodness, my goodness. Well, that was awful nice for it to just pop up. Oh. Can you not see it over there or what?
No, I don't. Just see your background.
What the hell, people? Why is nothing Well, no, it shows. I don't know. You over in Gildan, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it shows that I'm showing the screen. I mean, I'm looking at the screen right now in Gilded, and it's showing that the stats are there.
Okay. Let me try and refresh.
I mean, I can go down while we're under caution here. I mean, I can go down and try to do it again, but you sicko. That's not what I was talking about, and I know you guys are laughing and giggling now.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, okay. Look at that. Something I might have done right. Might. All right, let's go ahead and get back to the
Might.
Here we go. Getting back underway. Here they're gearing up or gridding back up. We got Rick Vergone in first, Richard Holland in second, Michael Atkins Jr. in the 41 machine in third, Chuck Sweeney in fourth, Vern Bradley in that 14 machine is going to round off the top five. Dakota Floyd, Glenn Jameson, Burt Wilson, Hal Amy, and John Sunil will be rounding off the top 10. Jacob Daniels, Mike Mitchell, and TJ Lee. Have we heard anything from Michael McCauley's pit area? He's still in. We do not have an official out yet for him.
I think it is safe to say, though, that TJ Lee will finish in the top 15.
You are a rock star, dude. You've been working out. You've been doing those same exercises about, being able to tell the future as I've been, huh?
Yeah.
There we go. It works, don't it? We're about to go back onto racing. The lights are out on here at Chicagoland. And I can't even remember. The overtax 250. Does that mean we're overtaxed, or does that just mean it costs too goddamn much to come to this track? Oh, the tolls are crazy.
I mean, there's a lot of options with that.
Well, you just take all the options you want, throw them together, and
Just put them in a dice cup and shake them out. See how it plays out.
See how it plays out. We're going to go immediately right into a crank it up right as we go green. Pace car is off.
I think Ricky tried taking off a little too quick and on his tires made him slick. All right, there we go. We're on board with Vern Bradley. As you see him moving up from fourth to second.
and holding off Richard Holland and Dakota Floyd there. I'm sorry there, Brazy. What were you talking about? Something about spinning tires and making things slick, or was that just your hairdo for today?
Nope. So it looked like on that restart, it looked like Ricky spun his tires and made him slick, and he lost all his traction and lost a bunch of spots because of it.
Are we talking about just Rick Vergone moving all the way from first down to ninth?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you're not just talking about your hair barber.
No.
Oh,
No.
okay. TJ Lee is TJ. Okay. I have no idea what we're even. Yeah. Like you said, I think he's gonna finish. Why are we looking at the Harry's Casino? Hey, by the way, I've been there.
I mean the hurrah.
Oh, and Burt Bradley. Did you see that? He lost it. He lost it there. What do you mean the hurrah? That is not the hurrah.
It is the hurrah.
No, it is not. It's called Harry's. It is not the hoorah.
I didn't say hoorah. I said hurrah.
I mean, what are you, a goddamn Marine? Hoorah! That's.
No.
Hey, Dee Dee, how you
hurrah.
doing? It's not hurrah. It's Harrah's.
Okay, well, that's not Harry's.
Harry's. Harry's. It's Harry's Casino. Julia. Been there many times. I hope everybody had a wonderful turkey day. I did not. As a matter of fact, I didn't even have a turkey day. But I did have a hell of a ham day. We hammed it up. Num, 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 num,
You are a
num.
ham.
I will tell you this. It did not satisfy. I went out today looking for turkey breast.
Maybe you
I got
should
the
have
cops
turkey.
called. Yeah, they got the cops called on me, and oh, it was a mess. Well, I thought she was a turkey. I heard her boyfriend call her, "You turkey."
She
I mean,
wasn't into gobbling.
I'm not even gonna go there. Family show, Sir Brazen Bull.
Sorry.
Michael Atkins Jr., your race leader. Let's go ahead. How
That
about we
door
put
was wide open. I couldn't help but walk through.
76 laps. Oh my God, it took us that long to get up and running. I am so embarrassed. I am so embarrassed.
Oh, not us. Us. I was here.
Oh, way to throw me under the bus. Like it's my fault that the truck got held up by gunpoint.
I was sitting here in the dark, just watching out the windows, waiting for the lights to come on.
Well, thank God we got flashlights, duct tape, and electrical cords, so we're able to get it up and running.
Wait, we're talking about this event, right? Like the stream?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I just want to make sure, because the way that you kind of put that kind of, made it a little questionable.
You are questionable.
We're not talking about me.
I question you all the time. Vern
Right.
Bradley is trying to do everything he can, and he's got Richard Holland right in behind him, and they are trying to track down, but he just gets a little bit loose. He gets a little bit loosey-goosey every time he goes down there and tries to do it, but he's going to do it this time. He's going to drive it down in. Can he hold on to this corner? This is where he's having some issues. And he does. He's going to get by. Michael Atkins Jr. Yeah, yes. He is officially going to get by him. Richard Holland now trying to take a look and a peek. And look at this. Atkins fighting back on the outside. Not wanting to lose that spot. And not only that, but look behind him. Sweet mother of goodness.
Line of cars waiting to push by.
It's like I almost said something that I'm glad I man, I am so glad my filter's working. Now look at this, Dakota Floyd. Jeez. I cannot believe I almost said that. Anyway, we got Dakota Floyd going in, and yeah, Michael Atkins Jr. getting stuck up to that outside. He says no more. As Richard Holland now takes a bid on the inside of Vern Bradley, and he's going to take that spot. And Vern's going to close that door immediately, saying, no, sir. You shall not pass. It's kind of like, what was that movie? Lord of the Rings?
Lord of the Rings.
You shall not pass. Okay. All right, enough. Calm down. Calm down. You're out of control. You're out of control, Brazy.
Oh, okay.
Vern Bradley, gonna just touch the wall. Boy, you can definitely see that his tax dollars paid for this track because he's using every inch. Talk about being overtaxed. I think he's still pissed off for all the toll roads he had to pay to get here.
That's possible. He knows this isn't a dirt track, right?
Who knows? It's Vern.
Oh, he's touching the wall again.
Yep. He's kind of, if you want to know where the action is, I think you just got to key in on him. But sooner or later, his Oculus is going to give out.
Then instead of turning left, he's going to go right.
But let's not take away Dakota Floyd making a nice clean pass for that second spot. And Vern saying, I am not finished. This
I want that spot
is Sparta.
You got all the movie references tonight.
Yeah, you just go with the flow. And tonight, for some reason, I guess I'm thinking, war movies and stuff. Anyway, it doesn't matter. DD laughed. And these three cars have been able to get away some separation from Michael Atkins. But let's not count out Glenn Jameson because he's riding right along in that top 5 spot. Right behind him is going to be Chuck Sweeney and Burt Wilson. What a hell of a race. Now, this is what we talk about. This is called championship racing. I hope I'm correct. We are in the championship race, right?
We are in the championship race.
All right, yes. We are starting the chase tonight here in Chicagoland. Chuck going to take a look on the inside of that guy in the 63 machine.
That guy. Not to be confused with that guy.
Not to be confused with that guy, but that guy. Well, it is a Monte Carlo. It is a Chevy. It could be a Camaro because we all know that guy with the mullet and the Camaro, and you know what I'm talking about. Come on.
Steals your girlfriend.
It was the 80s. Not that I'm bitter. Not that I'm bitter at all.
These two have been battling it for quite a while.
And they are continuing to battle. And this is all going to be for the 5th spot. And I think Chuck's going to get him right here. I think Chuck's going to get him.
Not yet.
You notice how Chuck's keeping that inside and trying to guide Glenn right up into traffic? He learned that from the Chicago Loop. Because if there's a slower car in front, you ain't got nothing but better to do than to hit the brakes because I'm going by. But look at this. Glenn says no. Okay. All right, Glenn. Okay, so him and Chuck are kind of fighting over this position for a while because it's just not going anywhere. I have no idea what I'm saying right now, but I will tell you, You need to calm down. You're out of control.
I think you need to calm down.
Chad, he's out of control. I don't know how to control him.
I think you're fighting with your audio there has kind of added a little something to you today.
A little something.
I don't think it's a little something. I think it just added a little something.
A little something. Meanwhile, up here at the beginning of the race, we have our leader in that 31 machine there, Richard Holland.
Working on trying to keep his gap increasing.
And Lord knows we want to always increase the gap.
Do we?
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
The bigger the gap, the faster the lap. See what I did there? I'm a poet.
And you didn't even know it.
And I didn't even know it. Yeah, that's right. That's right. I just let you have that one. I am still showing Michael McCully registered and not dropped out. He's still working on in the pits. The only car that has not hit the track tonight is going to be TJ Lee. Think maybe he
or the wall. Or another car.
What? What happened?
You said the only car that didn't hit the track tonight. And I said, or wall.
Or the wall.
Or another car.
Yeah, or another car. You think maybe he was kind of joined in, hoping he was going to get a top 10?
No. I'm guessing what happened here is he came into practice with him, found out it was championship, and didn't want to mess anything up for these guys, so he bowed out. That's what I'm guessing.
Yeah, well, I'll come down here so I'll fall.
We got some chitter chatter.
Roll on the edge on that exit.
I'm not sure who it is. John Sanu way off pace. Jacob Daniels, oh my God, 2 teammates of the Power Ranger team. The Yellow Ranger and the Blue Ranger. They got the Red Ranger up here in second spot, though. He is running solid right in behind Richard Holland. I don't know what else to call them. They've got the little different colored tabs on their car, It just reminds me of the Power Ranger. Big shout out to their main sponsor, Beltway Coffee. That whiskey is so good. Vern Bradley, what is the gap we got going on here? Go ahead and take a look at those gap times. Okay, we are showing TJ out now and Mike McCully out now. So they have called it in and they are officially out. Jacob Daniels is 4 laps down. John Snow being 1 lap down. And we're riding along with Vern Bradley here in 3rd spot, who has moved up 6 spots tonight there, Brazy.
That's pretty good for him. Well, actually, that's pretty on par for him, actually. Until he hits the wall or something, then he drops back down. But, I mean, that's besides the point, and it's not what's happening tonight. So, we'll go with what we've
wait
got.
a minute. What do you mean it's not? We've watched him hit the wall like 3 times. Why do you think the cameraman won't leave him alone?
I'll go high up here, 3 and 4.
We pay the cameraman to follow the action. And here, look at this. We got Richard Holland and Dakota Floyd passing a lap car there. And the 2 of Michael Mitchell is going to get clean out of their way. I got to tell you, I'm kind of impressed with this guy right here, Dakota Floyd. Week after week after week, he keeps putting in more better times, better, all the other betters. I'm not really sure what the other betters are, but all the other betters. And here he is contending right here for first spot. He's going to drive down to the inside of Richard Holland right here, right now.
The question will be, will their tires hold out? Will they need to take a pit? And how does that pit strategy all come into play?
Oh, well, the hell do I look like freaking Nostradamus or something? How the hell am I supposed to know?
I wasn't asking you. I was just saying, in general, that's what it's going to come down to.
Well, we're going to find out in 35 laps because that's what we have left. 35 laps. About 135. Where the hell did they come up with over tax 250? It's 135 laps. And we've been here for each and every one of them except for the first, I don't know, roughly 60, 70 laps. Half the race. Again, all seriousness, all joking aside, I apologize for that. I really don't know what went on. What transpired, but something did. And that gap is increasing.
I don't know where they got the 250 from either, because the 1.5-mile track and then only puts it to 200 miles. So I don't know.
Or maybe it was the overtaxed 200. I don't know. Maybe that title guy screwed up again this week.
I mean, that is a very good possibility because that guy has been awful lately.
Yeah, he put the wrong thumbnail up last week.
Put the wrong track up 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, he was at the wrong goddamn, Chalante. Where the hell is Chalante?
Might be somewhere in France.
France? Oh, there you go.
Looks like we got a couple of drivers going in pits.
Yep. And somebody we haven't talked about or mentioned has moved up to third. Look at this, the number 3 of Hal Aney. I know that guy. Hello there.
Now there's a guy not to be confused with that guy.
There's a guy definitely not to be confused with that guy. I don't think he even owned a Camaro.
Yeah, that I don't know.
We got a bunch of people going down. Glenn Jameson and Burt Wilson all coming up back out of pit road. Our leaders still haven't pit yet. Richard Holland, Dakota Floyd, and Hal Amy. 1, 2, and 3. Oh, Hal Amy going up there and testing out the integrity and the structural integrity. He is a contractor.
Oh, here we go with this again.
So, he just rode up there to test that integrity of that wall to make sure that, whoever got contracted out to do that wall did a good job. Good for you, Hal. Thank you very much. Safety, his number one concern. As we take a look at Michael Atkins diving down in and around him.
I'm not sure why we would have needed to test the wall more, because I think Mr. Vern Bradley has tested it quite a bit tonight.
Oh, you can guarantee that that's what's happened. Well, maybe they're working in pairs. Hi, Diana. How are you doing tonight? Maybe they're working in pairs. Maybe they, maybe it's, Vern's responsibility to check, the backside, and it's Hal's, I don't know.
I'm not touching that. Hello, Diana.
Richard Holland going into the pit area right now. There's your leader.
go, Cindy.
Cindy is in the house. Look out. It's about to turn into Girls Gone Wild. Cindy's in it. Oh, wait. Sorry. That was another different, scenario, genre, whatever you want to call it. I don't know why. There we go.
Did
All
you
right.
work today?
Yes, I did. And there we go.
Okay.
Richard Holland, in and out. Hey, they have hell of a good burger.
Okay, that's not where I thought you were gonna. After your prior comments, that's not where I thought you were going with that comment.
See, that's just because you have a perverted mind. And now our current race leader is this guy, Vern Bradley,
This guy.
in that 14 machine with Chuck Sweeney right in behind him. That can't be good news for the Holland camp. Richard Holland currently down in 6th spot. But after pit rotation, Chuck Sweeney in 2nd spot. We are playing Monopoly. Oh my God, I want to play Monopoly. Does anybody play that new Monopoly mobile? Where you can play Monopoly with other people with your, imagine that on your phone. Somebody told me it was pretty cool. Anyway, we have 26 laps to go. Vern Bradley out here in first, and he's up 8 spots. Talk about sandbag. This guy has more sandbags than the people at Katrina. My
Wow.
God, moved up 8 spots. Oh, I love being the banker. I love being the banker. I always win when I'm the banker.
That doesn't surprise me.
Hey, anytime somebody has to pay something, I get a little bit of it.
Or all of it.
It's about 50-50.
It's probably 30-70, and 70's going to you.
You just hush up, Angel. I will whoop that. Don't make me get up out of this chair. And she hid the luggage on the way here to Chicagoland. I didn't know she was back there.
Somebody's got to keep track, yeah.
Chuck Swing doing everything he can to keep up with Vern there in 2nd spot. And the man that we were just talking about moved his way up to 8, from 8th to 6th, and that's just Richard Holland. And he's putting some pressure on Burt Wilson right now as he looks into the inside, and he's going to get his nose there, and he's going to I don't know what he's going to do. Burt's going to let him on by. And that's going to put Richard Holland into the number 5 spot. The question is he going to be able to chase down, if he can get by Glenn Jameson, is he going to be able to, Dakota Floyd has been very tough tonight. Is he going to be able to catch up and get by Dakota Floyd? Dakota Floyd putting pressure on Chuck Sweeney right now. And he's going to take into the inside dive, and he's going to clearly take away that 2nd spot. So those guys are going to be the ones that we want to look at tonight. Richard Holland maintaining a 5th spot, coming up behind Glenn and Dakota Floyd in that 24 machine. They were battling it for first place there for a good 10 to 15 laps, weren't they, Brazy?
Something like that, yeah.
And look at this. Dakota Floyd going to put pressure on Vern now.
I'm going to say he's taking no time getting up there.
He's not playing around. He's going to take a dive to the inside. But look at this. Look at this. And he is going to pass Vern there for first. And at the same time, look at this. Richard Holland passed Glenn for 4th. So there we go. Dakota Floyd now with Jesus. Let's try that again. Can we take
Dakota
two?
Floyd is now in front.
Can we take 2, 3, maybe 5? Dakota Floyd is now your race leader and wasting no time putting a gap on over Vern. Already increasing it to almost a second. Make that over a second. And Richard Holland is doing everything he can now. He's got a battle out now. He's got to go ahead and try to catch up with Chuck.
I think that's what Dakota's trying to do. He's trying to get a big enough lead to where when the guys get around Vern, they're not going to be able to catch him. The question is, will his tires hold out for that?
We've got 18 laps to go. I don't think he's really caring, but look at this. Richard Holland's going to drive by Chuck like he's saying still at the supermarket. Chuck going into McDonald's there to get a Happy Meal. And Richard flying on by. I prefer Wendy's, he says. I don't know if that's
close that gap on the Vern very quick.
Yeah, I don't know if that's really what he said. I mean, he could be a fish fillet kind of guy. He could be an In-N-Out kind of guy. I don't know. Oh, my goodness. Vern trying to protect the inside. Richard going to the outside. And Vern going, oh, geez. Man, this guy can pass me on the inside, outside, left side, right side. And he's going to do it. Richard Holland. Oh, that's got to make you sweat. Richard Holland go ahead and taking over P2. Now he just has to worry about that 2.5 second gap between him and Dakota Floyd.
And now the race is on.
The race is on, and here comes Pride in the front stretch. Heartache going to the inside. Something. My heart's out of the running. Something. I think that's a country song.
It is a country song.
Well, let's just say my version will not be hitting the top 10. 15 laps to go. Dakota Floyd, your leader, with a 2-second lead over Richard Holland. But Richard Holland is cutting into that lead quite a bit.
You're giving yourself quite the. You think you're going to hit the top 10?
I mean, I mean, it could be top 10. Maybe a top 5.
Oh.
I got about as much chance as making the top 10 as TJ Lee has for winning the race tonight. How about that?
Fair enough.
I don't understand. These beautiful people out here come in here every single week and listen to our shenanigans. Well, my smarts and your shenanigans.
Why am I the shenanigans?
All kinds of it.
Why do you get the smarts?
I don't know. My name's first. I
know.
All right, let's get back to what these key people really care about. And you know what that is? Richard Holland cutting that lead down from 2.6 seconds, and he's already down to 1.78. With 12 laps to go here at Chicagoland. See, now when Dee Dee says that, she really means, she loves hearing me and she tolerates you.
No, she's saying we love hearing the racers.
Oh, well, yeah.
She's not talking about us. She's talking about the racers.
We love hearing you guys.
See, that's the racers.
Oh, yeah. Dee Dee, he's really confused. He's gender,
they love the crank it ups.
They do love the crank it ups. We don't have anybody to crank it up to. I mean, we can do one more crank it up. How about we do a crank it up with Richard Holland as he cuts that time down to 1.4 seconds? Would you guys like that? We can do that. Stand by. In 3, 2, 1. I'm just kidding. No, seriously. Here we go. Crank it up. Richard Holland. And there we go, full lap around with Richard Holland. And Richard's able to cut off about yeah, whatever them points and decimals are. But Dakota Floyd, I think Dakota Floyd senses. You ever watch those nature videos where all of a sudden the gazelle will just stop and stare and look around and then take off like a bat out of hell? I mean, that's Dakota Floyd. He is done stopped, smelled, and realized that, oh, I gotta go. I gotta go. Richard Holland right in behind. Well, okay, maybe not right in behind, because Dakota Floyd has successfully increased that lead a little bit. He's back up to 1.5, 1.6. And we've got 5 laps to go. Dakota Floyd. How good would this be for Dakota and the Beltway team? Diana, we've got what? Okay. We've got 1, 2, 3. All right. Richard Holland,
You were
shocker.
just getting ready to ask that, weren't you?
I was. Shocker, Richard Holland, driver of the day. Okay, now here's what you got to do, Brazy. My car number is 33. You need to go and change all those 31s to 33. You know.
I can't do that. I don't even have a wrench next to my name.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. I'm not sure what a Fiverr is, but I'll be sure to let Richard know that not only did he get driver of the day, but he got Fiverr of the day too. What do you think that is? There is that the turkey cooker? Wow, nothing like a little bit of selfish promotion right there. God. No honor among broadcasters. Look at that. 3 laps to go, and your man right there has continuously increased his lead over Richard Holland. And Richard, if Richard's going to do something, Richard's going to have to do it now, because we got 2 laps to go, and that man is still leading. Vern Bradley up 6 spots there in the 3rd spot. Yeah, and Chuck Sweeney in the 4th. That looks as if that may be the way it comes across the line, unless something dramatically happens. But Richard is doing everything he can, but Dakota Floyd is just holding him off. Matching him. Now, final lap. Let's hope Dakota put enough fuel in. That would suck.
I would.
Good win, Dakota.
And he's coming around the turns for the last time.
There you go, man. Dakota. Good run right there. Appreciate it, Richard.
Congrats on the win, Dakota.
And there we go. There is our winner, Dakota Floyd. Richard Holland second. Vern Bradley third. Chuck Sweeney is going to round off fourth. And Glenn Jameson. Glenn Jameson with a great appearance tonight. Up 3 spots to the fifth, to the number 5th. That's pretty goddamn good, man. I'll tell you what. Go ahead and get the rest of the race results up there so you can see where your favorite driver finished tonight.
Thanks, Al.
And there he goes. Dakota doing a little bit of celebration. Celebrate good times. Come on. I think that was a song, too.
I mean, you think you know that's a song?
I don't want to get hit with a copyright. I mean, you know,
Oh,
they hear my version, and, you know, next thing you know, I'm going platinum.
I think you're good.
All right, there's enough celebration for that young man right there. Let's go ahead and let's take a look and see if we can get him. If we can get him up into the boothie here. Presuming that the booth is still working and our broadcast equipment is still working. How about you, Dakota? You got a copy?
I hear you guys loud and clear.
Look at you. Look at you. Big chase race and number 1 in the spot.
Yeah, that felt like a pretty good start to the playoffs, I'd say.
Yeah. So take us through the last, 10, 15 laps. We did notice that Richard was catching up to you and got down to about 1.2, about a 1.2 gap between you. And then you were like a gazelle being hunted by a lion. You just took off.
Yeah, I definitely expected him to catch up to me pretty quick because he pitted a lap later than I did. So I had a feeling he was going to close the gap pretty quick, but I think he got caught back in some traffic when he came out of the pits and had to fight a couple of those guys a little bit and burn up some of his tire to try to get up to me. And I think by the time, like you said, it was about a second to a second and a half, he had pretty burnt his stuff up pretty good trying to drive up to me, and I think that really helped.
Well, there you go. You're putting your team in the number 1 spot again this week. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like John and Jacob did too very well that night.
I think some of that has to go to me. We had a little bit of an incident early on in the race. John came up on me pretty quick, and I don't think he was ready for how easy I was taking it at the beginning of the race, and he checked up pretty hard. Jacob's right behind him. They weren't ready for that, and I think definitely my slower line played into part of that, so I want to apologize to those guys for that one.
That's all right. You brought your team the win.
Yeah, it doesn't feel good, though, when you cause your teammates an incident, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's true. Well, is there anybody you'd like to thank for the first night in the chase race and the first race of the... All right, I guess I already said that, huh?
Okay.
I like the first place of the chase race. First chase race.
Yeah, first place. Okay, yeah, we'll go with that. How about that? First place in the chase race here at the championship start thingy.
Well, I definitely like to thank the league, Vern and Michael and you guys putting on the broadcast. Always looking forward to racing with you, everybody here. It was an awesome race. We had that one caution, an unfortunate incident, but I think that's really what helped me get the race. So to shout out to that caution. And then I want to thank the sponsors on the truck or the car rather, Beltway Coffee and Luke Transport. And thanks to teammates again. They were troopers tonight. Again, I definitely caused them some problems early on, and I just want to apologize again. So thanks to them for being troopers throughout the race, and thanks to the girlfriend again for always watching and supporting.
There you go. There you go. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Your number 1 driver tonight at the Overtaxed 200 in Chicagoland, Dakota Floyd.
Overtax 250.
Oh, okay, whatever.
It doesn't matter. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. All right, we're going to get our number 2 driver up here. I don't think we've ever talked to this guy.
I don't recognize the name.
I don't recognize the name here. It's fun to get some fresh blood up here. How about you? Tell me if I'm pronouncing this wrong. Is it Richard Holland?
It is. You got it.
Wow, look at that. My first time.
Yeah, I'm a virgin to the booth here.
What's going on, Richard? How you doing tonight? P2 is Chicagoland.
Yeah, I mean, I love this place, but this car, man, was a handful, as it is everywhere we race it. But thing was so loose, you couldn't get on the gas. It was just wanted to come around in the corners, so you had to really drive it in the corner, and kind of felt like we had a pretty good line going there, and was real good on the long run. And I thought we had the winning formula there at the end, just to stay out as long as possible, and had a lap longer than Dakota did. But I'd say he must have got in and out of pit road really well, and he ended up with a 3-second lead on me, and I just couldn't run him down. I got within just a little over a second, and I just used it up, and I couldn't.
Well, you passed to get this P2. I mean, let's face it, you had Burt Wilson, Glenn Jameson, Chuck Sweeney, and of all people, Vern Bradley.
Yeah, them guys were on a total different strategy. I think Chuck and Vern, pitted way early. I think I don't know if they were just gambling or what. I'm not really sure what their plan was, but I knew if we could get by people clean that we would probably get to second. But I really thought we were going to run Dakota down, and it was probably going to be a race, and I just couldn't get to him.
Yeah, you got to about 1.23, and then that's about as close as you got.
Yeah, I think I kind of showed Dakota the line to run there earlier when he was running behind me, and he used it against me, later in the run there. So, no, he did a great job. He did exactly what he had to do, and he got out front and ran, 30, perfect laps. And, I was waiting for him to make a mistake, and he didn't. So he won the race.
There you go. Anybody you'd like to thank for that and driver of the day?
Nice. Well, I gotta thank Amy Nation for coming out and supporting us, rooting for us. They do every week. We can't say enough about their support. It really does mean a lot to us. So thank you guys.
Well,
and
you know what there, Brazy? I just realized I didn't mean to cut you out there, but you've actually been elected for 3 different awards tonight.
Oh yeah,
yeah. You got second spot. You got P2. You got driver of the day.
What is this, like everyone gets an award?
No. This is a brand new award.
P2?
No, it's Friver of the day.
Friver?
I'm not really sure what a Friver is. But,
is that like a fucking driver?
I can't let William. I can't let William live it down right off the bat. But he voted for number 31, Richard, Friver of the day. So I was just like, okay, you got a new award.
Nice. Well, we appreciate it, William. I just want to thank all them guys, the fans that watch, and them guys that, like I say, they vote for us and support us, root for us, watch the races. I can't say enough about them. So thank you. And I just want to say thanks to you guys for coming out each and every week and broadcasting the races for us, and gives us something to go back and watch, and we appreciate it. So,
well, it's definitely
everybody,
fun.
Yeah, well, we appreciate it. So, everybody that puts on anything to do with the league, and all the drivers, my teammates, Hal, Rick, Cody, when he can run with us. Just want to thank everybody. It's been a good season. Hopefully we can finish it off with great races.
Well, there you go. The first chase race tonight, and Richard's got a P2, getting them points up there. All right. Well, how about looking into next week?
Next week's going to be interesting with this car. I think it's the Roval. So that place is pretty tough. This car is going to be a handful there.
Yeah.
We'll see. The truck will obviously be way better, but It's a fun little road course if you put your time in and learn the corners and stuff. It can be fun, but it's challenging. So we'll see.
Well, there we go. Good luck, Richard. Ladies and gentlemen, P2 tonight, the number 31 of Richard Holland. Congratulations, brother.
Thanks, guys.
All right, we've got our last interview coming up. And
With that guy.
with that guy. With that guy. How about you,
Dude.
Vern? You got a copy?
Well, at least you got my name right that time. I'm that not that guy. I'm Vern.
Not to be confused with that guy.
Yeah, don't confuse me with that guy. I don't even like that guy.
How's it going tonight, Vern?
I'll tell you what, to start the chase off and get a top 3, it's going really good tonight.
Yeah. And we noticed that during the race, you even participated in your part-time duties of making sure that the wall was secure and
I did.
built well.
I did. Yeah, I did. But light taps on the wall never hurt anybody, and I still finished with a 0x and got the bonus point for that. So really good night tonight for the 14 car.
And you keep your body man employed.
I do. I mean, you got to spread the work out evenly. It's called a good balanced workload, DMS.
So what was your thought when you were ahead of Mr. Holland, and then you saw him catching up and doing his deal?
Well, I was trash after about, I don't know, 18, 20 laps. I wore my tires out too bad, and it just is what it is. It's the problem I've been fighting all season, so it didn't really bother me when I seen him come up in the mirror. I worked the high side a lot, and Richard and I got to battle a lot earlier in the race that way. And I noticed the bottom was faster, so towards the later part of the race, I started switching to the bottom. But had a lot of fun racing with Holland, Chuck Sweeting, Dakota Floyd, and definitely Michael Atkins Jr. I did a really good battle with him tonight, too.
Yeah, we got to see at least some of the race. I mean,
Hey, better late than never, right?
hey, you know what it is, right? I mean, the truck got bamboozled. It got taken over, got stolen. We had to go down to Walmart and get some duct tape and electrical cord and one of them handy dandy, tape recorders.
Well, real life problems, man. I mean, that is real life problems when you got to do that, and you got to get a potato and then stick an antenna in that, and that's going to be what you're streaming from at that point.
And then Brazy got lost. I thought for a minute there, he got kidnapped.
I did.
Don't tell me it was aliens, Brazy.
No, that's what happened. That's
Nation. No. It was aliens, just of a different kind.
Oh, illegal aliens kidnapped Brazy.
Actually, it wasn't, but
Brazy's converting over to beans and tacos.
Oh, is that what it is? He's quiet, so DMS done hit the nail on the head. I guess.
I did.
Good job there. That's a point.
Well, anybody you'd like to thank there, Vern?
Brand new sponsor on the car this week. I don't know if you guys seen it or not, because I can't think of who it is, but
well, hopefully he wasn't on the right side of the car, because that was all rubbed off. So
I removed that. There's no chance if you go on the right side of my car as a sponsorship that you're going to get a finish.
Yeah.
Well,
no
I mean,
chance.
it's possible that you're spreading the sponsor across the track.
I'm trying to imprint it on the wall, Bracy, so it's permanent.
Well, if you think about it, the way you keep touching that right side, you're charged by the size of sponsor.
Right.
And when at the start of the race, he only has a 2-inch decal. By the end of the race, it's all the way down the side of the car.
You're right. It's all the way down the side of the car. You can charge more for it. Right.
Brilliant idea.
It is, DMS. So if I get more money from that, I'm going to kick you a couple of bucks. How's that?
Oh, man.
I'll tell you. You want me to tell you the truth behind the paint job? Because it's kind of funny.
Okay.
I think the guys on the team down there got tired of me racing that old red car. So Bert Wilson tonight, he said, "Vern, would you like a paint job?" I said, "Sure, I'll take one," and that's what he come up with on short notice there.
Oh, well, you could have ran the Toys for Tots car. We do have our Toys for Tots
I don't
coming
have
up
one.
on Friday.
I don't have a Toys for Tots paint job.
We're going to be
If I did, I'd run it.
We're going to be broadcasting 15 straight days in a row.
Nice.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I do got to get together with you on some of the details on that because it will not allow me to do some stuff here
Okay.
that I need to do to be able to broadcast. So,
Well, we will get it. We'll get it worked out and fixed up.
anyway, I think we left off at anyone you'd like to thank, and then we got to talking about your new sponsor and
And that was the first one. So I want to thank Bert Wilson for that. All the guys down there on the team, Michael McCauley, Michael Atkins Jr., Glenn Jamison, all the help, a lot of fun. I was trashing practice tonight, DMS, and I watched Michael Atkins Jr. and how he got around there, and I was able to qualify P1 because of it. So you learn from those guys sometimes, even when you think you know it all, you don't. Thank all the fans. Want to thank you guys in the booth, Hal Lamy, Michael McCauley for everything they do. Nation 01 when he comes around, but it's when the aliens let him go. We all know that. But that's it, DMS. If I'm missing anybody, I apologize in advance.
Well, that was a fantastic shout out to everybody, and very much appreciate you and Hal and everybody giving us the opportunity to broadcast for you.
Yeah, we're happy to have you here. Love going back and rewatching these things, and it makes it all worth it, man. It makes rewatching these races that much funner, DMS.
All right, now before we start singing fucking Kumbaya and shit, we want to thank all the fans for coming in, and on behalf of WFO Racing Network, Vern Bradley, Richard Holland, Dakota Floyd, your top 3 finishers tonight, and of course, you guys. But on behalf, like I said, on behalf of WFO Racing Network, Deadman Strolling, and my co-host, my lovely co-host over here, Sir Brazen Bull, thank each and every one of you guys for coming out, because without you, there's no us. We're out of here. God bless. We'll see you tomorrow night. Peace.